I just got the scariest, most disturbing YouTube notification of all time. And no, I did not get a strike. Even worse, if you could somehow believe that, the titles now on will reflect how I'm feeling regarding X or Y situation. That's been the quota for the last few months. So my favorite lawyer since Saul Goodman, Legal Mindset, recently, this is legitimately fresh out of the oven, recently made this video called Frogan Can Beat Ethan Klein legally. You guys know what time it is. It's Sense reaction time. And I swear to God, when I first read the title, I thought it said Frogan can eat Ethan Klein. As a matter of fact, I think I left a comment. As you guys could see, I'm waiting for you guys to react to this video, so make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. I said, I thought the title said Frogan can eat Ethan Klein. I'm disappointed now. Top 10 biggest disappointments of my life.
A very interesting video that was talking about Ethan Klein and his willingness or non-willingness to settle. But in this video, I spotted some weakness. I spotted a weak point that I think our dear sister Frogan can exploit if she wants to win. If she is committed to winning, I think she has an opportunity here.
Don't tell me that. No, don't tell me that, Legal Mindset. I am going to lose my shit if Frogan somehow pulls a W. Group suicide will happen if Frogan is somehow able to beat this. And it's like, Frogan hasn't done anything to me. I just find it funny. I'm just trolling out here. IRL being silly, IRL trolling. Frogan is a very interesting side character. She's just fun to clown on. No, lawyer, Legal Mindset. Don't tell me this. I am about to crash the F out.
And I think now is the time for Frogie to strike if she can exploit this. So let's watch the video, and then you guys are going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
Does she think that she can give me that money and use it to give it to me in a settlement? That would be.
He's talking about the money from her legal defense fund. So both, Casey Trons, Denham, Frogan, they've all raised this settlement money. And at this point, yeah, they've got some money, but it's not that much money. The money that Ethan Klein will recover from the lawsuit is more than any of their legal defense funds. So just so you know, and also he's going to end up paying his lawyer more up front than even in their legal defense fund. So in terms of money, that money in and of itself, probably not the most compelling thing. Just throwing it out there.
Be the ultimate irony for all these people that donated is if she just takes all of it and gives it directly to me.
Would you accept that?
Yeah. I mean, she owes me more than that, though. She owes me more than that.
Oh, okay.
I'm garnishing.
All right, well.
So when he says garnishing, what he means is he wants to either garnish her earnings or garnish her going forward or garnish her videos, so that's saying that the money that is in those funds is not enough. He's going to want to inflict pain upon her over time. And that's something that Frogie probably doesn't want. She probably, listen, sis, you probably don't want that. You don't want this looming over your head for the rest of your life where you've got this guy Klein, this super villain. Like I said, he's like Dr. Evil's cousin here, right? You don't want this guy in your life for 10 years, 20 years, taking every single penny that comes in.
Listen, if Frogan is smart, and I'm not a lawyer, all right? I want to make that very clear. I am not going to pretend I have like some kind of profession, even though technically I read a lawyer book when I was in university. And by reading the law book, I mean like I read the first page, but does that make me a lawyer? Depends who you ask. My thought process is, okay, I'm going to lose money either way, right? I'm going to get my cheeks slapped either way, virtually, of course. So let's settle. Ethan, let's settle. I'll bow down. I'll take the L. I'll do whatever I have to do in order to get out of this. Because once again, in this situation, I'm Frogan. I'm a brokey. All right, I have like $5 and like 30 cheeseburgers to my name. I have a lot to lose and not a lot to gain. If I was Frogan, I would reach out to Ethan. I'll be like, hey, I was wrong. I'll take the L. How much money can I give you so we could just like end it? That's what I would do because I know that I'm not gonna win if I face him head on. So now that's what you would do if you're smart, in my opinion.
If you can get rid of this guy in one clean cut, I would say do it. And I would say that is a win. That's a huge win. So let's see what he says here.
You might have to negotiate it out a little bit, but there you go, Frogan. There's your get out of jail free card.
Honestly,
all you have to do is just rip off your fans.
I had space in my heart to let her off with like creative settlement offers and stuff.
Sure.
But at this point, I think I'm not settling for.
Okay, so here's the weakness, guys. Did you see that? Did you hear that? Words are important. He had space in his heart. He has a heart, Frogan. He has a heart. Let's exploit that heart. Let's exploit that heart like all lawyers do. We use your weaknesses, including your emotions, your human emotions. We exploit those. See, many people over put too much on trial, but settlement has so much power and so much tactics. And while I will admit that I do not have a long trial record, although all the cases that I went attended to a trial and that I was on the case, all the cases I won, I have a 100% win record. But I did far more, countless settlements before you get the trial, before you even sue. You settle and you handle the issue. You negotiate it out. That's how big boys and girls do it. That's how businesses do it. That's how governments do it. They handle it before it goes to court. And that's the real win. That's the win that even most lawyers don't want to talk about because they don't profit as much. But if we're being honest, the win is not going to court. And so he said right here, he would think about creative solutions. That means that it's still a possibility. If there's a creative legal solution, he's open to it.
This is like common sense 101. And this is what I tell you guys and girls. Just use common sense in life, all right? 90% of the time, you'll be good, all right? Read the room, read the situation, and go from there. And if Frogan had just a little bit of common sense, this is the move. Get on your hands and knees and pray to God and pray to Ethan Klein that he lets you off the hook easily. Am I really giving advice to fucking Frogan? What is my life? What am I thinking about? Actually, Frogan, don't settle and take it all the way to court, because the reason why is quite simple. That way, we all have more content. For the next 2 years, Frogan content will feed generations. The devil on my shoulder is telling me, Frogan, do not settle. Keep fighting, my plus-size queen. The angel on my shoulder is telling me, Frogan, please settle. And don't let this ruin your life. I don't know who to listen to. Let me know in the comments below. Should I listen to the angel on my shoulder, or should I listen to the little devil who's telling me, fight it, fight it, fight it, Frogan?
I'm coming for the maximum damages. You know, and she reached out and actually played like was amicable and fair and like not turning this into some silly, pointless, wild goose chase, just wasting time. Then I'd be a lot more amendable.
By the way, I want to be fair. I want to be fair because I picked on Hassan for not knowing the word vexatious litigant, and I want to be fair. People think I'm sympathizing with Ethan. I'm going to call Ethan out now. The word is technically not amendable. It's actually amenable. That's actually the correct word. But I know why he said that, amendable, because he means, hey, I would amend my way of thinking and able to amend, right? So amendable, but it's actually amenable. Anyways, that's neither here nor there, right? But just to be fair with language for the both of them.
To alternative
See that,
settlement.
Frogan? There you go. I'll give you a little tip, Frogan.
Who fucking who?
You just tell Ethan that he's funny.
She did say that recently.
I know, and I remember how you reacted. And I'm just saying.
See, Ethan is warming up. Ethan is not, perhaps the Grinch still has a little bit deep down inside him. You can exploit that. That's what we do. Don't tell anybody. No one's going to watch this video, right? We're not going to tell anybody, but we got to exploit Ethan Klein's weakness. Let's do it. Let's exploit him. That's where you hit the settlement.
Putting everything aside, the jokes, the goofs, the ha-has, I think this is for the best. Listen, Frogan, I know you're watching. I know you're a massive fan. Just reach out, send Ethan a tweet, own up to it, take your L, and move on and go from there. Truth be told, that's the best thing you could do. Despite all of that, it's not like I want fucking Frogan's life to be ruined for the next 40 years.
You could butter me up.
Yeah, he could be buttered, is what I'm trying to say.
Just like
he could definitely be buttered up.
He's the greatest, the funniest podcaster alive.
I hope you get PTSD.
See, he's open and he can be buttered. So what do I have, guys? Of course, I have a PowerPoint on how we butter up Ethan Klein. Really, hummus can bring us all together. I mean, if you're a friend of hummus, I mean, how can you not be a friend of me, right?
I don't think Frogan's gonna like this. I don't think Frogan and gang are gonna like hummus. I think Frogan would prefer to just set herself on fire than to ever eat this. Based on stuff she said in the past and based on a tier list that she's made in the past, you know, I have a feeling she's not too fond of this food.
He's like hummus that's been in the refrigerator for 2 or 3 days. You guys know what I'm talking about. You can still eat it. It's still soft. But if you leave that hummus in there for a week or 2 weeks, it's like a rock. It's hard. It's not good. You can't eat the hummus after 2 weeks. Don't eat the hummus after 2 weeks, okay? It's not going to work out well for you. So, like I said, he legally is right now 2 or 3 day old hummus. You don't want to let that hummus get too old. So, what are the facts we got to know about this? First of all, guys,
that is that is diabolical. Base. I thought I was subscribed to Legal Mindset. What the fuck? Okay, now I am. Make sure you subscribe to Legal Mindset and subscribe to me. All right, we both gotta hit 600K, guys. Well, we gotta get those numbers up.
in fact, 97% of cases settle rather than going to trial, right? Trial is a huge tax on your finances, mental state, personal life, right? It's not something fun to go to. Like trial and going to court, you're kind of a loser. You really are. And settlement is an art. It really is an art form. And good lawyers, the ones that get paid a lot of money, are really good at settling and really good at negotiating. Those ones are worth their weight in gold. And if you settle well, you win. Now, I just like the happy Jabba the Hutt. That's just coincidental. I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan, right?
Same thing, you know. Jabba the Hutt, probably the greatest creation of all time. So, W.
I have no doubt that Frogan could win and settle.
How do I feel about this? I feel conflicted. I am sad. I am excited. I am happy. I am confused. I am scared. Our queen could either win it all or lose it all. So let's see. I'll be on the lookout. Any updates? I got you guys. But anyways, with that said, appreciate you for watching. Late night upload. I'm gonna go before I go schizo mode and I start sharing conspiracy theories with you guys that are, unhinged. Okay, I actually do something fucking insane. Anyways, appreciate you, love you. Subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment. I'm out. Bye.
Let's